Introduction. Long ago, before we had the words, thoughts, and physical expressions that so specifically define how we feel and perceive the world to be as we experience it, there lived a man who lived by many names, in a village that surrounded itself in a blanket of foresting trees. There were many new things to learn and do within this new world the man found himself in. The most unexpected thing was about to happen, making him a figure remembered throughout history. Let's take a look into his life as he remembered it to be. The Festival of Names. I poked my fingers through the crowd of the leaves of the big bush at the edge of the village, and slowly I pushed it deeper, until it seemed like my hand had been eaten by the big bush. I stood there silent, and as I pushed deeper, feeling the husk of branches, the leaves shuddered, and I was greeted by a sound that resembled herds of beasts or great hordes of people gathering. What a loud, thunderous sound they were making, I said to myself. It was hard for me to understand that why, unlike their bigger brethren who flew higher up in the sky, they create such a noise, and always it occurred at the same instant every passing moon. This was a riddle I would have to figure out later, I said in my head. Rising to my feet, I began to think of the Festival of Names, and my mind filled with images. Looking toward the village, I began to walk back to the heart of Hanvi, home. As I drew closer to the village, a lively aura of colors dancing through the night's air and sky flooded my vision. Streams of a grayish blue slithered past the rolling clouds as sparks of a midday orange sprang into and out of existence. Greens brighter than that of the earth herself floated alongside different shades of yellows, blues, reds, and the occasional twinkle of an extraordinary brightness, which for many past lives had been called Akutuma, known as the Mother of Names. It was to be under this night's yellow moon I would be given my last and final name, but this was still unknown to me. Although I had no real desire to a differing name, I had found much pleasure in the Festival of Names. It was as if the lights of the night sky knew when they were needed to be high up over our village. I was no longer the child who wandered through the dark and moonless nights, or the one who had been found by the spirits of the village and not a person. Many had sleep lives, dreams, where they saw me before I found myself here. The way they often talked of my entrance into the village, it was seen as that of a storming mad tribe of fire ants hungry for the flesh of last moon's feast. I do not remember much before that day, but everything else that came after, which involved the village and me, it is forever vibrating throughout my thought. All of the images, sounds, smells, taste, and feelings, they are still there. The elders told me early on that I resembled those who had left them and perhaps was part of a tribe who tried to make it back through the big bush to Hanvi. It was as if I had been born again when I found myself in the village. There was little to nothing I knew about other villages that shared Earth with us, but I did learn about them as the moons passed and I grew. I was told that they were as different as the people in the village were to each other. I was allowed to explore the bushes which surrounded the village and my Hanvi when I lived past many moons. I took most of my day and night running through the bush looking, learning, tasting, and experiencing it. It grew to be that bush was my Hanvi as well.